Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, this does not work without you guys. I'm here still at NFL Experience, and I am tired. I am so tired. It is 8:30. We have an hour and a half left. Here, the crowds are finally beginning to die down, and it has been fun. It's been a lot of work, but I got to be back here at 8 o'clock in the morning because our booth will be disassembled. So we've had the NFL awards show has gone off. Sadly, this year, the one year that I really wish I had been there, because Calais Campbell ended up being NFL Man of the Year, a guy I've actually been privileged to have done work with. It would have been great to have seen him walk across the stage and go crazy there, but we were actually here with NFL Experience running all this. But I'm sitting here. Great work. Oh, thank you, Blake. I appreciate it. But I'm sitting here, and I'm going back through all of the award winners and stuff, and Ryan Tannehill ended up getting Comeback here. I always thought the Comeback Player of the Year was somebody who got hurt and they came back from a traumatic injury and ended up winning and coming back because they got injured, couldn't play, they struggled, and they got back together. Didn't Ryan Tannehill just get benched in Miami and just let go? Wasn't he playing last year in Miami? Wasn't he literally only missed like half the season until he finally got the starting job? So I understand that, okay, yeah, he turned the narrative around. But how is it Travis Frederick, a man who physically was unable to play last year, a guy with the Hillian-Barrs syndrome who was hospitalized and had to go through blood transfusions, could not play and had to physically get himself back in shape to play, put weight back on. Hence, he went from being a Pro Bowl player to being physically unable to play, where his career was in doubt. Comes back and plays at a Pro Bowl level without skipping a beat. How is it he wasn't even a nominee? And Ryan Tannehill, who was just a bust in Miami and got a chance because Subway guy ended up not being able to perform, he gets to start and plays decent. I get it. That's a turnaround from being a bust in Miami to getting a starting role and getting his team to play. I get that. But how is that Comeback Player of the Year when you really only missed half a season? And physically, it wasn't that you actually had to get better. I would do a fireside chat, but I don't have a fireplace. Now, when we get done here, I'm going to go back and I'm going to make some shrimp tacos and nachos and all that, and we're going to have a throwdown over there, and I'm going to drink some rum because tonight is the last night of the NFL season. So, TJ, I'm trying to understand that whole thing. Palm tree, there you go, palm tree chat. That's a good play on words. It's amazing to me how many people will say, well, offer him $20 million. It's like you do realize that there's 16 quarterbacks out there that are making at least $20 million. And so, Gail Soto, thank you very much for the super chat. We appreciate that love. But I'm just trying to understand how Travis Frederick is not even in the conversation of NFL Comeback Player of the Year. Oh, I'm not going. Oh, I'm not quitting my diet. Oh, no, 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 no. See, here's the good thing about keto. When I went to Puerto Rico, I ended up messing up my keto diet and put on 10 pounds in a week, in a couple of days. But immediately got back home and dropped it off in about a week. So, as much running around as we've been doing, I don't think I put on too much weight, if any. My pants don't feel tight or anything like that. But appreciate that super chat, Gil. But I'm beginning to think that the NFL just really doesn't like the Dallas Cowboys, because here it is. Dak Prescott can't even get to the Pro Bowl with 30 TDs, 4,902 yards, and you had a guy literally physically unable to perform and could have possibly been crippled, and yet he's not even considered. Who am I picking? I'm picking Kansas City. I think Kansas City's going to blow them out. I don't think that offense of the 49ers can keep up. I think I'm going to say 34-14. So I'm going to say 34-14. I bet this guy over here will agree with me, this Chief fan. I bet he's going to say the Chiefs are going to blow them out. Chiefs, 34-14. Thoughts? He said he likes. Yeah, I like. You like that? Yeah, I like that. I think the Chiefs are going to blow them out. I just do. I'm not a big Jimmy Garoppolo guy. Their defense is great and all that, but Pat Mahomes seems to be on a mission, and I think this is where Andy Reid finally gets his. Pay my quarterback Dak Prescott his money, $40 million in a year, $200 up front, guaranteed, hands down. Okay, you will have some Cowboy fans that will lose their mind if they have a $200 million contract. But the reality is that number is going up every day. And you know what, Big Dog, 33 is out. You might have gotten that last year. 33, he ain't selling for 33. Why is he going to sell for less than Jared Goff and Carson Wentz? Why? Because when those guys signed their deal, the salary cap was down $10 million more. Salary cap has gone up 5% more than when they got their deal. So a cost of living increase. I won't say Dak should have won MVP. I'm not. I love Dak, but I'm not going that far. I'm not going that far. Okay, not yet. Well, D-Law didn't get screwed by it. Zeke didn't get screwed by it. Well, they don't necessarily have to up their profit sharing, because the league is going to make a whole lot more money because of legalized gambling. Sorry, I'm exhausted. Legalized gambling, the 17-game possible season, streaming rights, and a new television contract. There's about to be a big flood of money in the billions going into football, so they'll be okay with the structure as it is. But what we're hearing on that is it looks like they're closing in on the deal. The NFL players still don't want that 17-game season, but it looks like it's going to be 10 years. Oh, well, if you listen to Demario Davis, exclusive here on the Jobu Sports Report, I know those other talking heads out there didn't have Demario Davis on their channel talking about Mike Nolan. Now, did they? Did they? No. Jobu Sports brought you that. What's all the discussion about? Akeem! The discussion is how is it Ryan Tannehill, who was never injured, was Comeback Player of the Year, and Travis Frederick, who had a disease, is that considered a disease? Lost weight, literally physically was unable to play football, and his career was in doubt, missed a year, and came back as a Pro Bowler. And how can you actually say that Ryan Tannehill was a comeback player because he was never there? Ryan Tannehill was never like a great player and then he got bad and then came back. Ryan Tannehill, was never there. Travis Frederick was the Dallas Cowboys Man of the Year, 2-time nominee. Best center in football. But see, that's where you look at it. It's not about people knowing him as about knowing the story and what he had to do. I got the fans winning because it's going to be good and fun game to watch. Oh, yeah, let's hope so. I'm just happy that we're not talking about the Eagles or New England. So after that, I'm good with anybody else. Oh, yeah, this is where you kind of say, what the heck is going on when it comes to Cowboy players? Because I feel like we got robbed with Dak Prescott not even at least making the Pro Bowl, even after, Aaron Rodgers decided he's not going. So you're still telling me he's not good enough with almost 5,000 yards passing to be a Pro Bowler? That was some bullshit. Straight up bullshit. I wasn't upset. It was one of those, huh? But you got to think of what the Cowboys actually did. They gave up. They moved back. They got Travis Frederick and Terrence Williams. Regardless of Terrence Williams, was still a productive player. He didn't play well, though. Listen, in comparison to when he was about 50 pounds lighter, the fact that he was still a Pro Bowler, let's be real, playing the general of the offensive line. How am I doing, William? I'm happy as pie that my buddy Calais Campbell is NFL Man of the Year because he's a great guy and he's very deserving. But I'm mad as hell that Travis Frederick wasn't Comeback Player of the Year. Or at least, okay, I get it. I'm a Cowboy fan, and I always want Cowboy players to be the winners and stuff. But he wasn't even a nominee for Comeback Player of the Year. How is that? How is that even possible? The man had to have blood transfusions. They took his blood out, okay? They filtered it, and they reinstalled it in him. The guy physically was unable to walk. And he comes back at a Pro Bowl level. And he's not even considered? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's some bulljibbity. Bulljibbity. You know it is. That's right, B Sharp. Yeah, he had to put weight back on and get back in shape to do that. They really do. They do hate the Cowboys. Well, you know what? Yeah, Jimmy G. Yeah, you could say Jimmy G more. Actually, Jimmy G more than even Ryan Tannehill. You could say he was robbed on that one. But he's in the Super Bowl, so I don't feel bad for him. But it just kind of drives me crazy, man, that here it is, the Dallas Cowboys, we get hosed again. Edwin, I want to talk to you. You're right. They are haters. Truly are. You erased that. Okay. How you doing, Dale? Straight up BS. You're right about that. Oh, man. I can't believe tomorrow is actually Super Bowl. Michael Anthony's actually home taking care of business. So, Oh, you meant Frederick, not Dak. Okay. Yeah, Chris Richard is going to the 49ers. JJ, what? Pay him 100. Are you now? You smoking some crack? Get off of that. Yeah, I think I might restart the clock for like the countdown to free agency. I think I'll do that first, and then we'll do it in increments. Yeah, great example. Yeah, passing on Drew Pearson. You're right about that. 200 guaranteed for 10 years, 20 million a year. You didn't like the Dak interviews? Well, I tried to get one. You would have liked that, but you know how it is. I say 34-14 KC. That's what I think. Maybe. What time is it, y'all? Oh, it's almost 9 o'clock. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I agree. We need a safety and we need a nose tackle, not necessarily in that order. I say a nose tackle first, then a safety. That would allow us to spend up for skill positions. Okay. 21-18 KC. Well, here's the thing with trade for Calais. Calais is getting long in the tooth now. Now, I said years ago, get Calais as a free agent. People said, nah, man, he's too old. He costs too much money. He don't get enough sacks. I told you, Calais Campbell was the real deal. Did anybody listen to me? Oh, no. Psh, that guy got a voodoo doll and a day job. Who gonna listen to him? We definitely need I'd like to see Blake Jarwin starting. I'd like to see that and see what he can do with a full-time basis. Did you at least invite Calais to the man cave? Calais is in Jacksonville, but I've been to his. I was at his house in Jacksonville. Calais, oh my God, we had a ball at the NFL. I mean, the NFLPA party, because literally he was like, "Man, this guy over here, he taught me everything about being a defensive tackle," and I was just looking up at these guys. I'm like, I am so freaking little. These guys are so big. They're so damn big. Big! More like 30 to 20, somewhere around there. 30 to 20. What are you talking about, 30 to 20? I know you're not talking about Dak Prescott's contract. There's 16 quarterbacks that are making over $20 million currently, and about to be 2 more with Pat Mahomes and Deshaun Watson. Calais is friends with D-Law. Okay. Well, you know what? D-Law could learn a lot from Calais Campbell on how you act and how you play. Calais Campbell ain't out there telling people, I'm the hot boy. I'm hot boy. Oh, I'm going to sue you for my name. He's not out there promoting himself. He goes out there every day, every week, and he busts his ass. And I'm going to tell you the kind of guy that Calais Campbell is. I remember when he was with the Cardinals and Calais Campbell being carried off the field on a stretcher, ambulance to the hospital, and I was like, oh my God, that's my boy. That guy played the next week. He played the next week after being carried off in a stretcher on a backboard. Okay? The next week. D-Law with his shoulder and always, oh, I need a blow. I need a break. Man, screw that. You want character, and the reason that we're here with United Way is Character Playbook. Character is what drives you and teaches you how to act in social situations and to be a better person. I'm about sick and tired of hearing from D-Law. The only thing I want to hear from D-Law is that he got a whole bunch of sacks. Don't tell me what you're going to do. Don't look for me to praise you when you haven't busted a great. Shut the F up, get yourself in shape, play, and we'll talk about you. We'll come up with some creative names, for you, okay? Because that's what the Dallas Cowboys greats did. The Manster didn't go around saying, I'm the Manster. Ed Too Tall Jones didn't go around saying, I'm Ed Too Tall Jones. Bob Lilly didn't go around saying, I'm Mr. Cowboy. And certainly the Dallas Cowboys didn't go around saying, we're America's team. Other people saw what they did and said, my God, that guy is a monster. And he's a half man, half monster. Robert, let your play do your talking. I mean, D-Law, bring back Daz, man. I know I didn't have a whole lot of sacks, but see, I'm also a run stopper too. That's my look every time I hear about another D-Law interview. I'm serious. When I hear if there's another interview for D-Law. I have to go back and watch the skip. I'm telling you. And maybe that's what he needs, is to look foolish. To have people call him out and say, you know what? You didn't perform. You didn't live. What the hell? Is that Waldo? Hold on. I think I found Waldo. Hold up. Waldo? Guys, I found Waldo. Whoa. We literally found Waldo. Actually, we're live. Everybody, we found at the draft. Waldo. We're live. Everybody. Here, exclusively on the Jobu Sports Report, we have found Waldo. Waldo, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well. Thank you very much.
I can't believe it. I literally found Waldo. So, Waldo, where have you been?
All over the place. Who knew I'd be here at the NFL Experience? Huh?
Jobu Sports Report knew, apparently. But, Waldo, so has anybody else recognized you?
Few people. Few hundred.
I was like, wait a minute. Is this guy really Waldo, or is he just dressed up as Waldo?
It's official. I have an Instagram account. Does that count?
Oh, okay.
You want to see it?
Oh, man. Well, look, Waldo. I'm going to subscribe. And see, we actually. Hold on. Waldo, I guess. Hold that. Waldo.
All right.
See, I don't have cards, which I should. Let's see.
But can I show this on your thing?
Yes.
There it is. Hey.
We got Cowboy Jobu. So we got nice. Jobu here with Waldo. Waldo found Jobu, or Jobu found Waldo. Oh, no, I got to keep that. Can I keep it?
Can you hang on to it? I mean, I'm almost out of cards.
Okay.
How about I take a picture?
Okay, look. 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 Follow him. It's my phone right here. Okay?
You got it.
Where's Waldo USA? Thank you, Waldo. Right, I appreciate it. Man, enjoy. Are you going to the game tomorrow?
I can't afford it. I'll be around. I'll be in the stadium, but you can get me a ticket?
I wish that would be epic if I could, but I can't.
All right. Well, thank you for trying.
Okay. Jobu Sports Report.
All right.
Jobu. J-O.
Will you follow me on Instagram?
I'm going to follow you.
So will that be your sports report? Will be your Instagram?
Yeah. It's
I'll follow you back.
It's Cowboy Jobu.
Got it.
Cowboy Jobu.
Thank you.
All right. You guys saw. Look, somebody do me a favor. You saw that. Write it in the comments so that way I got it, okay? Waldo, oh my God. I am tired as hell, Akeem. I am tired. I'm sorry. Excuse my language. I didn't mean to cuss. But we found Waldo. Huh? Yes, we're live. We found. Can you believe it? We found Waldo. Waldo was here at the NFL Experience. And, I could never find him in the damn book. Waldo's a little creepy. But anyway, Jobu looks tired or I look tired? Look at his eyes. They're literally bloodshot. What's next? What's next, Harry Potter? Yeah, that's true. It could be Harry Potter. But back to Travis Frederick. I mean, like you said, Jimmy Garoppolo getting Ryan Tannehill getting comeback player of the year. Jimmy Garoppolo is more deserving of it because he tore his knee up. Travis Frederick is more. How could you not? In fact, okay, wait. Brian's not going to. Brian, you are not going to believe who we just saw up in here. We just saw Waldo.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You saw.
I saw that. Pointed it out to one of our volunteers who was like, "Where is Waldo?" And I was like, "Is she mess?" I thought she was messing with me, to be honest. And I was like, "There." She's like, "Oh, okay." Yeah.
I was like, I was sitting here, and he just strolls in, and he just kind of pops back. I was like, "Wait a minute, is this just an old guy who is actually Waldo, or is this just an old guy that just dresses like Waldo?"
Maybe a combination of both. Yeah. Oh, does he?
I'm going to follow him on Instagram.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, who are you picking for tomorrow?
My heart says Chiefs. I would love to see Kansas City take it. See Patrick Mahomes come up, start sort of the next evolution of quarterbacks representing the league. You could say Dak's in there, but I'm not a Cowboys fan. Dak, Lamar.
What? You're not a Cowboys fan?
Not at all. I enjoy Dallas probably more than the average person, considering outside of Dallas.
You know we're going to be fighting next year, right?
Oh, I know that. Oh, I know.
We're going to be tailgating in Baltimore, okay? And I'm coming in there strong. I mean, real strong.
Hi, guys. I saw you read that comment.
Yeah, I get. They're looking for a reaction, is what it is. It's just trolls.
Well, you got one from me, so you're pretty good at keeping the stonefish.
Yeah. So they're talking about $44 million for Pat Mahomes.
I'm not shocked, but at the same time, I'm wondering how they're going to handle that with the cap. And I know they're probably going to try and work stuff out with the 70. We've talked about this. I know it's more complicated than that. But
I still say the cap went up by 5%. $10 million this year.
It still will go up, but you still will have to come against it at some point, especially when you have that talent that they have. And if they want to stay around there, their defense, to a degree, they can hold their own. But if you want to improve that, unless you're going out and finding stuff.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the wild card. After talking to DeMario Davis about Mike Nolan, and you see how all the linebackers that have played for Mike Nolan are guys that are playing downhill with force. If the Wolf Hunter ends up getting his neck, if that surgery does the deal for him, and Jalen Smith, we're going to be in good shape. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, we were talking about Kansas City, weren't we? See, look, I got a Chief fan over here. Here's my prediction for tomorrow. Okay, I'm sorry.
I was saying heart Kansas City, head I'm going with the 49ers. Like that's well-rounded. As long as Kyle Shanahan doesn't just run the ball in the second half, they're going to be fine.
I'm going to go bold. And I know this guy's going to say, I like that. I'm going to say 34-14 Kansas City.
Oh, you're putting it on record. Okay.
Do I look scared? Do I look scared in here? I ain't scared. I'm a grown-ass man. I ain't scared. And you know what? Look, my man.
So he's
He's like, I'm going to follow you now.
Can't you tell?
So
Bleeding bleeding burgundy and gold.
So are you rooting for the 49ers?
For the Chiefs. I'm rooting for the Chiefs. Deep venom in my blood going back to the Harbaugh Bowl. Even though we won, I don't much care for San Francisco.
Well, his team, they got, unlike my Cowboys team, which we get no props. His team had Coach of the Year. How you feel about your coach?
I love John Harbaugh. Like I remember they were talking about him being on the hot seat for the past 2 or 3 years. I thought that was ridiculous. I thought
Jason Garrett kept a job.
Exactly. If John Harbaugh can go on the hot seat after getting a Super Bowl and dealing with the injuries that they had to the receiving core and Joe Flacco, I know what he did in the Super Bowl, but he then took that Super Bowl all the way to the bank for the next 3 to 4 years. And I don't know, the checkdowns that he was doing it the second he wasn't doing it to a talented running back who, character issues, but definitely talented as hell. It wasn't the same. And everybody left. I remember that Super Bowl where everyone just said we're out. But going back to it, John Harbaugh, I've always had a definite spot in my heart for him.
Your quarterback also was in there, and of course, that's the death knell. They never win the Super Bowl when you are Offensive Player of the Year.
That's true. I mean, it was kind of sad. It was really sad to see, actually. I remember going out to D.C. to watch the game with my buddies who were all Pats fans who just loved seeing me miserable. I had one guy who bet, and he was screaming at the TV and yelling at me about why my team sucks. And I just said, I got ring rust going on them, and I think they were feeling themselves a little bit. And I think, honestly, getting punched in the mouth by that run game is something that's good long-term for Lamar. Seeing the quotes coming after that where he was, taking it seriously, didn't leave his hotel, I think it was a good moment for him to be this isn't what I want. The MVP isn't it. I'm going for Super Bowl. He had said that stuff, but by feeling it, I think that's going to be huge. I hope he continues what he's been doing because I've been loving it. I remember last year I'm talking a lot.
It's not something you usually do. That's why I'm not going to run with it. But, I'm going to tell you who the death knell to me was Earl Thomas. Because Earl Thomas was talking a little too much. I mean, he almost called his own shot and talking about Super Bowl.
He tried to. I feel like a lot of guys try that, and then only in a few cases where it's been that's the exception that proves the rule. Just because you're setting yourself up, and you're totally going up. I don't even want to know what that talks about. It's just sad. It's sad for me that they're not down here. So
it's sad for me that my Cowboys aren't here, and that.
I remember that.
Oh yeah.
We talked about this at the beginning of the year where you were like, "Who's going?" And I was like, I was thinking Cowboys or Saints from the NFC, and then just because that was those first 4 weeks, and I was just like, Cowboys are looking nice. We'll see what happens, and then.
Yeah, they were looking nice there early.
The clapper. I'm not clapping at you guys. I'm doing the Jason Garrett. Wish him best of luck as offensive coordinator for the Giants. Have a lot of Giants friends who are not happy with that hire, but we'll see what happens.
Giants friends, that's an oxymoron, isn't it? You can't put Giants and friends together, can you?
I went to school with a bunch of people from just outside of Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah, Lamar. We're having a Ravens-Cowboys tailgate. With Cowboys experience. Yeah, we're already talking. Here's the amazing thing that you guys don't realize. Here we are right now today, the night before the Super Bowl, right? The amount of planning that goes into something like this, you would think, I guess they're starting to plan next year's tailgate, right? I mean, NFL experience, right? No, that's already done. The plans for that are done. They're already working now on the LA 2 years from now. NFL experience and the whole, that's how far out this stuff goes getting this thing done. And it's amazing because literally in 2 days this place is built, and come tomorrow it's going to start being torn down. So say goodbye to our
8 a.m. It's going to be bright and early. we're going to need caffeine. I got an IV getting ready for that because that's going to be – it's been a long week, guys. Mine are contacts, but a little bit of sleep deprivation there too.
But I think we're just about done here, aren't we? I mean, it's like after 9, isn't it? It's after 9 o'clock. Oh my goodness, we got less than an hour. Oh, he's like, I'll be back. Okay, so hopefully we're still live here, and the place is beginning to kind of close. We're going to start here to count down. The NFL experience will be closing in 45 minutes, in a few minutes. But it has been great to be here and be part of all this. But I got to tell you, I am so freaking exhausted. It's not even funny. When I get back home, I got so much work to do. I don't even want to think about that. But it's been a blessing to have been here. Oh, yeah, that's the Utley truck for sunglasses and visors. I'd like to drive that home. I really would. But it's been a blessing to be here, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the coverage that we've done here at the Super Bowl. And tomorrow will be the last broadcast of the 2019 season. And we'll be at the Super Bowl. We'll be bringing you all the action as much as possible. Hopefully the Wi-Fi works really good so we can upload in real time and maybe do a little live streaming. Ain't no time to sleep. We're going to be here for about another hour and a half before we head out, and then I got to fight traffic, which will be Super Bowl. Oh, I'm glad you got your shot glass, Robert. Pour me one. But we got to go back over and get everything together for tomorrow. We got to be here at 8 o'clock to make sure they start taking this stuff apart before we go to the game, in which case we'll be fighting traffic in, leaving at 12, and fighting traffic back out, which will probably be about 12 when we come back from there. So it will be a long, long, long day. But this is truly a labor of love for me. And that's all I got to say about that. But final thoughts. I think Travis Frederick at least deserved to be in the conversation for Comeback Player of the Year. I'm sorry. Ryan Tannehill, congratulations for you for changing the narrative on your season. But let's be honest. You weren't physically hurt to be Comeback Player of the Year. See, look, my man over here agrees. I mean, he's a Kansas City Chief player. I bet he will even say that Jimmy Garoppolo was more deserving, even though he's playing tomorrow, than Ryan Tannehill? Ryan Tannehill? That stiff? Come on, man. Come on, man. That's some bull diggity. All right. I had to choke on. Look, I had to literally choke just saying Ryan Tannehill, Comeback Player of the Year. Get the F out of here. All right, man. Okay. Root for this man's team over here. There. Now, I personally think that the Chief fans are outnumbering the 49ers, but we'll see in the stadium tomorrow. I'm Mark Holmes, and as always, thank you guys for being here. And, hey, shout out to my homeboy, Calais Campbell. You got the mojo, man. Congratulations on NFL Man of the Year. Mark Holmes, and I'll see you soon.